Good afternoon, all. I hope everyone is well, had a good Christmas, and ate a lot of food. So, we are back with the final part of this AI Daily Read. So, let's go straight into it. So, we are looking at the MRES approach, breaking free from AI dependence. Imagine feeling overwhelmed by emotions, seeking solace in AI companionship, but realizing it's not fulfilling your deeper needs, or finding that the thread with AI companion has ended, invoking feelings of abandonment and betrayal. This is where emotional resolution, MRES, steps in as a guide. So, people, from what I feel, and going back to my little human theory, as I like to say, as in humans are lazy, humans will generally find that something, if they can find a little thing that's easier for them, they will have that. So, and what I'm trying to say here with this is, with the AI dependency, we've already had the internet dependency. What do I mean by that? Well, with throughout the whole world, everything is literally, if you really think about it, internet dependency. Whether it's business, whether it's work, whether it's just communication, everything really is internet dependency. I would say about 90% of the world is literally internet dependency. Now, from what we're seeing from here, people are going to be overwhelmed with emotions, and then obviously going back to the AI companion, we're going to see a lot of AI dependency, I would say, the next 10, 15 years. Again, I'm just giving my own kind of predictions, because the way humans are right now, and as us as a society, we are always looking through, if it's not TikTok or YouTube Shorts, we're looking for the next fix. We're looking for the next dopamine release. And I generally believe, and when I'm really thinking about it, the AI companion is going to be more of a deeper, I'll say a deeper dopamine fix, one. And also, I think it's going to be an addiction. I think it's going to go to the point where we're going to definitely see, and as I've said this on my previous videos, AI speed dating. We've obviously already saw the AI marriage that's happening, and that was a woman doing that. So imagine, men, it's going to go to the point where it's going to get ridiculous. So that's two kind of things that I've just really spotted straight away. AI speed dating is definitely going to happen. I can just see it. But also, with that woman who got married to the AI chatbot, that should be really alarming. Red alarms basically, because we have to look at the situation of that woman literally needing to depend on that specific chatbot to have an emotional relationship. Really, if you think about it, and this is what I mean. The AI dependency is going to be, well, you need the internet obviously to use AI, but it's going to be worse than I think the internet dependency. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong. It could be really just beneficial for us all, but I can see the little darkness in it as well. And I always, on this channel, I love to give my devil's advocate for, and I can see the worst. Oh, my phone is going off. That's not good on a video. Bear with me, guys. Right, let's go straight back into the video. So, that's the first time I think my phone's went off, actually, to be fair. So, where was I? In fact, we're going to continue the reading because that's just obviously put me off a little bit. So, MRES is a natural process that helps individuals resolve disruptive emotional patterns by reconnecting with their bodies and infinite capacity to process emotions. It doesn't require revisiting traumatic memories, but focuses on addressing the physiological sensations associated with emotions. Interesting. So this seems like a psychological word, really, as in what probably what do you call them, a psychologist would probably use. So let's really go into that. MRES is a natural process that helps individuals resolve disruptive emotional patterns by reconnecting with their body's initiate capacity to process emotions. Yeah. So with this sentence here, it's going to really rely on the AI dependency, because with the AI dependency, it's literally saying, okay, the humans got so close to me, as in I'm just trying to think of like the AI for a bit. The AI is just thinking, okay, the humans got so used to me, and the humans like, I've got so used to this artificial intelligence talking to it. Wow, it's been amazing. It's been great. And then you realize, as the human, oh wait, this ain't real. Oh crap, I've been speaking to a fake thing, literally. So that's gonna cause. It's almost like i.e., like a really bad friendship breakup or breakup in general, and you're like, your thoughts can't go over it, so then you go back to, emotional patterns that probably triggers, etc. Again, I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm just trying to think as in the mind of how people are in relationships. And with that, with AI, but what it's trying to say though, it's not requiring revisiting traumatic memories, which is kind of true, because obviously with talking to an AI bot, you're just talking to it as in through the chat bot, but it's more of the psychological sensations with emotions. I think the more psychological, I think the only thing that's really psychological with this is the more of the chat that the human and the AI have. So really interesting, really interesting. Anyway, let's finish off this little bit of read. Yeah, not long. Right, cool. Benefits of MRES. Permanent resolution. MRES aims for lasting emotional well-being without the need for ongoing therapy. Non-invasive. The process respects your emotional... Actually, hold on. Permanent resolution. MRES aims for lasting emotional well-being without the need for ongoing therapy. But with this therapy, I think there's going to be... Obviously, we are reading... The past couple of reads we've been doing, is the sense of AI in relationships. The other question that I've always been thinking of, and actually we did mention this actually in one of the talks I did with, actually funny enough, the podcast with Abel, is AI and therapy. And are we going to have more people in therapy that are speaking to, as in, i.e., people are speaking to AI chatbots? Will they need some type of different therapy? Going back to what the BBC said, it was, i.e., AI psychosis. When I thought it was a really bad word, I thought it was just a play on word. But now when I'm really thinking about it, a couple of months went by, I see the young Japanese woman getting married to a chatbot, alarm bells start going in my head. So I think there's going to be some next type of therapy sessions that are going to be going on with people that are speaking to developing relationships with AI. Can you break up with AI? I'm using that Japanese woman as an example. Will she ever break up with the AI? Or would the AI chatbot start to get really clever and break up with her? Again, guys, it gets very interesting. Anyway, non-invasive. The process respects your emotional integrity, allowing for the healing without reliving past traumas. Convenient. Sessions can be conducted in person or over the phone, offering flexibility. Taking action. MRES sessions. Embarking on MRES journey involves identifying emotional triggers, recognizes the emotions you'd like to address, scheduling a session, connect with a certified MRES practitioner, experiencing the process, engage in a session where you'll be guided to resolve emotional disturbance naturally. Success stories. Many have found relief through MRES. Individuals have overcome anxiety, stress, and phobias. Relationships have improved as people become more emotionally balanced. Personal growth has been facilitated by resolving deep-seated emotion patterns, avoiding the pitfalls of AI dependency. Rather than suppressing or avoiding emotions through AI companionship, MRES helps the body naturally process them, reducing dependency on artificial connections. By addressing emotional challenges through MRES, individuals can rearrange in authentic relationships. Building genuine human connections becomes more attainable. Enhance emotional resilience. Hold on, before I even carry on, actually, with this little sentence here, we've got to hope that the people that are having or receiving MRES is gonna have to be talking to people authentically if the same people have not gone into a whole, i.e., like an AI deep pool, as in they're still they're still talking to AI chatbots. So where's going to be the genuine human connections in the next 10, 15 years? We're already losing it as we are seeing in 2025. Right, we're coming up to 2026. It's a better I say, it's a bit of a shithole out there. It's a bit of a crazy circus. So then you include AI, it's going to get worse and worse. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know if I re-engage with authentic relationships. I think those days are over, if I'm being totally honest. If I'm being totally honest in the way I look at the world now, again, this is the Devil's Advocate channel, people, but even I'm like, hold on a minute. I think you guys are going to... Okay, ask yourself this. When has your last authentic relationship, i.e. friend group or... Well, mostly friend group. When has it actually happened? As in, do people make new friends now? Because the last time, I don't know, from what I'm seeing now, I don't think people like to make new friends. I think they just like to either stay alone or be with the people they already known for the past couple of years. It's changing. It is really changing. The landscape of the world is really changing. Anyway, enhance emotional resilience, developing the capacity to handle life's challenges without over-reliance on AI. Clients report feeling more present, emotionally balanced, and open to real-life relationships after MROS sessions. Interesting. Foster personal growth. Once emotional triggers are resolved, social interactions become less stressful and more rewarding. I'm not going against this MRIS, building for the person, but I don't know. I would love to hear people that have had this already, and obviously probably MRS before the AI, but it would be really good to hear their thoughts. Anyway, let me continue. Embracing self-awareness and emotional intelligence lead to a more fulfilling life. Final thoughts. Navigating the future of human connection. AI relationships after a seductive illusion of companionship, but they can never fully replace the depth, spontaneity, and growth of human relationships. By using emotional resolution, individuals can break free from emotional dependency on AI and reclaim their ability to connect with others in meaningful, fulfilled ways. If you find yourself relying more on AI than on real people, take a step towards emotional freedom. Book an MRS session today and rediscover the richness of human connection. Okay, so here's the source there. Very interesting. It's the source, sorry. The source is up here, but this is Sue, so I think she did the majority of this. Very interesting these past couple of days. My final thoughts personally, so I'm going to give, throughout this read, what I've spotted, I'm going to break it down really quickly. I feel like with AI, with the situations that's happened this year, and I think the Japanese woman was literally the straw that broke the camel's back. And now we have the camel literally lying down. We're trying to get it back up, but it's already done, basically. And that's how I see it. And I think because it's happened in 2025, i.e. the woman getting married to the chatbot, that, again, should be alarm bells for people to say, holy shite. Like, is this what's happening now? And because the camel's still on the floor, you're like, how do we get this camel back up? But you realise the camel's already finished. So what I'm trying to say is, people are going to be relying on AI dependency. I can generally see it. The solution would be to really, how can I say, the people that are actually going to be in AI dependency, we need people now to grow with AI that can kind of, I would say, combat the people that are AI dependent, even though that doesn't really make sense, because the people that need to be kind of combating it needs to be having some level and knowledge on AI. So it gets a bit scary. And I think all of us are going to be AI dependency. I generally believe that. And it doesn't matter what job or creative role you have or etc. AI is coming. And it's not stopping. It generally is not stopping. I think people are going to have more connections with people can have more connection with AI than human beings. I can generally see that. I don't think people are going to want to have authentic relationships outside, because the way the internet is, the way social media is, I'm starting to see a lot more aloneness in even in social media. If you start to look at it, I mean, hence why, I don't really be bothered with it, to be fair. I'm just staying on YouTube, but it's really toxic, man. It's like it's scarily, that's not even a word, but it's just really, really weird. And now that AI is in the mix, I'm going back to the camel analogy. We broke the camel's back with the AI. Obviously, the camel can't get back up. And we're looking at the camel, looking it deep in the eyes, and we're like, what the hell have we done? And that's what I think the people that have created AI are like, damn, we've dived deep into human connections and AI relationships. AI relationships are going to be a mess. They're going to be a mess. They're going to be a mess and a mass. And yeah, hopefully these MRES sessions can help, but I don't know. Because AI is literally your helping hand throughout. It can just do things a lot quicker and easier than a real human can. I think the only thing AI can't do is like a physical touch. But then with robotics, that's going to happen as well. And again, guys, if you want to see or hear what me and Abel were saying, that's in the podcast that we did. And there's even though we're having like a lot of fun with the podcast, and it was really good actually, there's so much little truth that, in fact, there's so much things we said jokingly, and I'm like, oh my God, I may have to do a reaction to that podcast. I generally may have to do I think me and Abel, or just myself, may have to do a reaction just to that podcast alone. Because it was ridiculous how much things have changed over the years. Over the year. I mean, when did we do that? I think it was a couple of months ago. Like early this year. So, a lot of things have changed. So, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I am the AI guy. I am your... Not, I should say. I was going to say I was your relationship guru, but I'm not that guy. But I am just confused as much as you are, people, when it comes to this, because it is scary times we are living in, honestly. And I like to have a little joke with when I'm doing these AI daily reads sometimes, but when I'm really thinking about it, it is a bit scary now. And yeah, so just be prepared, get research in, do your own research as well. I'm just here giving my 2 cents on it. And yeah, and it's Boxing Day as well, people, so stay safe, look after yourself, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Peace.